Well, the entire travel industry is facing an overall labor shortage, from the people under the wing to the gate agents and notably pilots. Many airlines say that they don't have enough pilots to fly their scheduled flights, and this is causing more cancellations during an already busy summer travel season. But a pilot shortage isn't a new problem. It's been building since before the COVID pandemic began. CBS News senior travel advisor Peter Greenberg is with us now to discuss what is behind the shortages. Hey, Peter, good to see you. So we were headed towards a pilot shortage like 3 years ago, but the pandemic really acted as a catalyst to propel the shortage to where it is right now. And that's what the pandemic did in a lot of areas, a lot of industries. Can you talk us through how we got to this point?
Now, let's go back about 3 years ago, right before 2020. There was about an estimate of about 1.4 billion people who were about to travel and cross an international border. The industry knew they had a problem then in terms of hiring new pilots. They were projecting they needed thousands of new pilots over the next 5 to 10 years. And then, of course, the pandemic hit. What happened? Airlines parked hundreds and thousands of planes. Pilots were basically not working. Then the airlines got the federal aid, and that federal aid was predicated on the idea that they could not furlough or lay off anybody. So until they did lose that aid, they were actually flying lots of empty planes everywhere to maintain that schedule. Then something else happened. Travel came back, even as recently as May of 21. And when that happened, they weren't prepared. And this year, they really weren't prepared. The real problem was the airline schedulers weren't talking to the airline's operations people. They saw the demand. They tried to adjust to it, announcing dozens and dozens and dozens of new routes that they literally could not support. So we're in a situation right now where the airlines are overscheduled and understaffed. And as you said, not just the pilot shortage, but below the wing as well. And that's where we're going to have the problem for the next, believe it or not, 3 to 5 years.
I can believe it, because you just don't crank out pilots from a pilot factory. It takes a long time to train, to get those hours, to be good at that job. That being said, are there other solutions? Are there other ways to get around this? I don't know. Are there retired pilots that want to come back to work?
Well, that's another problem, because remember, when the airlines tried to preserve cash, they then offered lucrative buyout packages or early retirement packages to their pilots. They figured maybe 4% would take it. A lot more did. And then those guys aren't coming back. Those men and women aren't coming back, because if they did, under union rules, they'd come in at the lowest seniority and the lowest pay scale. That's not going to happen. So the real problem now is, how do you attract new pilots? Number one, if you look at it historically, how did airlines get their pilots through the pipeline? It came from the military, right? They took pilots that came from the Air Force and the Navy. Well, guess what? The people who are mostly flying for the military right now are gamers. They're flying drones. Wow. So that pipeline has shriveled up. As a result, the airlines are now starting their own pilot cadet schools. United Airlines is doing that. American Airlines is starting to do that. But as you said, it takes time. So even if they get 2,000 pilots this year at American, they're way below what they need. The same thing for United. The United CEO actually said there will not be enough pilots for about 5 years. They're predicting a shortfall each year of about 18,000 pilots that they're going to need.
So I guess, one option is to try to make it a little easier for people to become pilots. And as I understand it, Delta lifted the college degree requirement this year. Has that had any sort of impact when it comes to applications?
Well, it could. And the reason why they lifted that is because they're not training pilots who are already pilots. They're going right from scratch. Butcher, baker, candlestick maker. They're going to train you from scratch. And if that's the case, then you're going to learn all those skills in that school.
Peter Greenberg, always great talking to you, even though the conversations have been pretty tough because the travel industry is struggling. Thank you very much.